All right, so today we're going to dive into something. It's a piece of advice that sounds simple, but trust me, it's pretty profound. It's all about how we handle our relationships, how to be generous with your time and energy, but also, and this is key, how to protect yourself when you realize that kindness isn't being matched. It's a really powerful way to look at things, so let's just jump right in.
And really, it all boils down to this one question, a question we probably don't ask ourselves nearly enough. Just take a second and think about your interactions, the help you offer people. Is that kindness? Is it actually being respected? Is it valued? The cool thing is, this whole idea starts from a really positive place. It's basically saying, hey, help people, be there for them when they need it. And who can argue with that, right? But the magic word here, the one that changes everything, is wholeheartedly. So, what does that really mean? Okay, so helping wholeheartedly, it's not just, doing the bare minimum. It's not just showing up or writing a check. It's about giving your full attention, your sincere support. It's pure generosity. Think about it. It's when you're not keeping some kind of mental scoreboard of who owes who what. You're just giving because it's the right thing to do. But, and this is a huge but, there's a catch. This amazing, open-hearted way of being generous, it needs the right environment to survive. It has to be a two-way street. The problem is, sometimes you look around and realize you're on a one-way road, and you're the only one giving. And that's when you get that sinking feeling in your gut, right? That sudden, awful moment of clarity where it just clicks. The whole dynamic has changed. You're not helping this person anymore. You're just being used. So how can you tell the difference? What's the line? Well, the difference is night and day. It's just stark. When you're truly helping, it feels good, right? It's energizing, empowering, because it's all built on respect. But being used, it's just draining. It feels like an obligation, a chore, because it's all about their expectations. It really is the difference between a handshake and just a handout. Okay, so you see it. You've recognized the pattern, and now you're at this crossroads. What do you do? I think for most of us, the first instinct is to get mad, to call them out, confront them, demand to know what's going on. But is that really the best move? This is where the advice gets really interesting, and maybe a little counterintuitive. The answer isn't a big, dramatic confrontation. It's withdrawal, just stepping away, and doing it peacefully with no anger, no offense. It's actually a huge sign of emotional strength to be able to do that. Think of it less like a messy breakup and more like a graceful exit. And it's pretty straightforward, really, just 4 steps. First, you just have to acknowledge what's happening, but without judging them or yourself. Step 2, you make a conscious choice to pull back, to disengage. Now, step 3 is maybe the hardest part. You have to release the anger, let it go, and finally, you just quietly, calmly create some distance. No big scene, no drama. And let's be super clear about this. The point of stepping away isn't to punish the other person. You're not trying to teach them some big lesson. No, this is all about self-preservation. It's about protecting your most valuable assets, your energy, your time, and your own peace of mind. Now get this, because this is probably the most fascinating part of the whole thing. This quiet little act of protecting yourself, it doesn't just help you. In a really surprising way, it can actually help the other person too. I know, it sounds weird, right? So how does that even work? Well, first, let's talk about you. The benefit to you is obvious. You stop the energy leak. It's like patching a hole in a bucket. By stepping away from that draining situation, you get all that energy back. You protect your peace. And guess what? That means you have more to give wholeheartedly to people who actually deserve it and respect it. Okay? Now for them, here's the kicker. As long as you let yourself be used, you're actually enabling their bad behavior. You're silently telling them, yep, this is fine. It's okay to treat people like this. But when you step away, you cut off the supply. You're no longer part of that unhealthy cycle. You're not feeding the pattern anymore. So when you put it all together, what does it mean? It kind of redefines what helping even is. It means that sometimes the most helpful, the most generous thing you can possibly do for everyone is to realize the dynamic is broken and just gracefully step away. And that really leaves us with one last big question to think about in our own lives. And look, this isn't about labeling people good or bad, not at all. It's about looking at the dynamics. Who in your life deserves your help and who deserves your absence? It's a tough question, but maybe your quiet, peaceful absence is the kindest thing you can offer, both for you and for them. Definitely something worth thinking about.